Well, the leaks start coming and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. Seriously, the next 2 years of the Transformers toy lines have been leaked by JT Prime 17 at this point, in one last final hurrah as he retires from the game. And yet more leaks are still coming out daily. Even when there's nothing left that can be leaked, there are still more leaks. And there's just too many for me to cover right now. Last time I broke the video up just to milk it, because I thought after that there really wasn't going to be much left for me to cover for a very long while. This time I need to break it up just due to the sheer volume of it. Also, the fact that by the time that you've seen this, I will have gone to TFCon yesterday, and I need a video that I can have for sure done before that, because otherwise you get no video today. I hope to have met a bunch of you there. I'm excited for my first convention ever, and a chance to finally see some of you in person. By the way, if I was a little awkward when I meet you, I'm sorry. That sentence was both in the past and future tense. Anyways, yeah, I've never done this before, so I literally don't know what I'm supposed to do when that happens yet. Do I hug you? Do I shake your hand? Do I just wave? Like, what will be unweird? Because this will be a new experience for me. Huge thanks to the many people who helped me last time, as I'm still working off what they sent. And before we begin, your likes! Please give. And if you enjoyed this video by the end and you aren't subscribed already, please consider it. Let's start with the Studio Series list, because I think some of you are going to be at least a tiny bit happy with it, since they seem to be bringing back Bayformers. I mean, most of it is re-releases, but there are like 2 new figures in there, one of which is Widowmaker. Who? Ah, she's a nightmare I see. A concept-only nightmare. Boy, this design has no chill. It's not like the creepy pretender chick from the second movie wasn't already messed up enough. I didn't know that Syl from Species was actually a Cybertronian. I mean, that doesn't make zero sense at least. I don't like the crotch. I don't like the crotch. This is so sexual, and they're making an official toy of it. I'm sure Dave May and Jobby are high-fiving right now. There's going to be a WFC Skywarp and Thundercracker out of the hideous Starscream mold. Joy. They're re-releasing Rise of the Beasts, Optimus Prime, Dark of the Moon, Shockwave, and 86 Grimlock. There's going to be a Gamer Edition Ironhide. Hopefully it's not trash, because damn, the Gamer Editions have been a mixed bag. Well, I say mixed. They fluctuate between a 2 out of 10 and a 6.5 out of 10. It's more like a mixed bag of manure. We're getting a Sentinel Prime from Transformers 1, which doesn't exactly narrow it down. Is it going to be this asshole, this loser, this asshole, or this asshole? Those are all different guys named Sentinel Prime, and not a one of them is even similar. Watch, it's going to be a yet 5th completely different dude because this is a movie character and that's just how they roll. Studio Series Voyager Mixmaster. Well, not only is this confirmation that yes, we finally will be getting a new, probably much better version of Devastator than the CW one, but it's also going to be a big boy if even Mixmaster is a Voyager. Also, holy crap, what is with the Devastator wars going on right now? I thought this was settled years ago with the victory of the absolutely garbage Toy World Devastator, but there are currently like 5 or 6 companies trying to come up with their own version of this dude. And before you ask, no, I will not be reviewing every set. Do you have any idea how much money that would cost? We're talking like $7 grand at that point. We're going to be getting a Rise of the Beasts Ape-Link, which will be interesting because he didn't exactly transform in the movie, but I guess he had like 1 whole minute of screen time, so they must make a figure of him. What am I complaining about? He spent more time on camera and had more lines than Cheetor or Rhinox combined. Also, congratulations to all the people who like Muscle Suit Optimus Prime from Age of Extinction. They're making a version of that. Or it will be the Evasion Mode one. But if I was a betting man, I would say that it's going to be the one who looks like a knight. Can I just say that I hate the name Knight Optimus? Because it makes it sound like it's the Travis Knight Optimus. Then there's going to be a TF1 B127, so I guess for the whole movie they're going to be calling him that. That doesn't sound annoying at all, especially when no one else has that naming convention. And what does A-level mean? Oh! Does Dev Optimus Prime mean Transformers Devastation Optimus Prime? It's a deluxe, so that's weird, but I'm so here for anything cel-shaded from Devastation. Also, god damn it, just make a sequel to that game already! You have a license to print money, Hasbro! Who the fuck is Double Punch from Rise of the Beasts? Okay, so I've looked up Double Punch. I think it's just going to be some kind of Scorponok repaint if I had to guess. Hatchet is uncancelled, so now you can own a dog with a pagoda of kibble on its back like you always wanted. They're doing a Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee, and it's not marked as a re-release, nor is it called B127, so odds are this is going to be a new version of the Volkswagen Beetle Bumblebee. Bumble Beetle, if you would. Re-releasing 86 Perceptor and Jazz. Then they're doing a Transformers 1 Starscream. The question is, will we see a trailer for the movie before we see the leaks of the toys? Because I don't think that we're going to be seeing actual reveals for these first. Q. No. Okay, wait. Bone Crusher and Scavenger are going to be deluxes. Oh no, they're going to do the stupid long leg bullshit, aren't they? Or they're going to have the arms just be half giant parts forming pieces. Either way, it's lame. Then a Gamer Edition Autobot Soldier. Let's just pray it's not a retool of Barricade. Apparently there's going to be a Leader Class 86 Megatron. Most likely it's going to be a tank according to the leaks. And I just have to ask, what's even the fucking point of it being 86 if you're going to do that? Let's be clear, there is not a law saying that you can't sell toy guns to kids. If that was the case, you wouldn't be able to find stuff like this at every store. People just believe that it's illegal to cope. It's not. It is not illegal, and I guarantee you that 90% of those kids who would get this, when the target audience for this line is older collectors anyways, already have at least one toy gun. So it's not particularly amoral either if they already have them. You're fighting a lost battle at that point. So why is it that in the line that is supposed to be for supreme screen accuracy, where one of the most memorable and important scenes in the whole movie, not just featured, focused on Megatron turning into his gun mode, would you make it so that way he turns into the wrong thing? If you want to make a tank Megatron, fine, do it. Don't make it an 86 figure though. You are allowed to make whatever Megatron you want in Legacy. This is like the one place that you can't do just whatever, because it's a very specific version that it has to be. Then they're apparently making an 86 Galvatron as well. If I had to guess, this is going to be the Kingdom figure with hopefully a new head, as that thing, while very good, has always had a very questionable dome. Then we're going back to the Prime line, where we are getting confirmation of the aerial bots with Slingshot. So the next 2 years of the Transformers looks like it's going to be big for combiners. Yet more confirmation that this line is going to focus on the Primes with Prima, the Prime I think I probably give the least of a shit about. Then there's going to be a Voyager Armada Red Alert, and two things. One, people have been suggesting to me that Flatline is actually going to be a retool of this to emulate his appearance in a video game, which may be the single most evil and disgusting thing anyone has ever said to me. Dear God, that better not be the case. Like seriously, the one version of the character not a single person on Earth gives a fuck about? And two, this might just be mislisted in its size class, because spoiler alert, we've gotten leaks for the Star Seekers, and one of them is a retool of the Legacy Skid/Crankcase, and that's clearly a pre-tool of the Armada Red Alert, which I don't know about you, but I don't see them trying to say that this undersized deluxe is actually a Voyager. So there is hope that this is just a mislisted deluxe, and that Flatline being a Voyager won't be tainted by the stink of the one version that no one wants. Of course, that could also mean that he too is a mislisted deluxe, but please just let me dream. Then they're doing a Rescue Bots Heatwave. I have even odds that this is going to be a bulkhead retool. I can't say that I expected to see Skybite here, but I'm not unhappy about it. There's no way that this is going to fail to get its own mold. What could they possibly retool this out of? Is it nothing? I think it might be nothing. After that, the rest of this list is stuff that we already looked at last time. For the last set of reveals, we go down to the deluxes. There's going to be a Solus Prime. Let's face it, this is probably going to be a Legacy retool. They just love abusing us with that mold, and I don't even think that thing is that bad. It's just not good enough to get more than once. Air Raid, Fireflight, and Skydive are all going to be deluxes, so unlike Devastator, this combiner should be a bit smaller, probably more on scale with the Menasor. They're going to be doing an animated Wasp, guaranteed to come out of the animated Bumblebee mold, so I guess you can all stop caring about the New Age version that I talked about a couple weeks ago. Then we're going to be getting a Transformers Thew, and I'm here for it. I'm not here for most of the primes, but I can get behind the purveyor of robocentric vocabugasms getting added to my collection. A re-release of Crasher. Then, of course, the first of the Combaticons we'll be getting is Swindle. Like, was there ever any doubt that he'd be the first? I can't think of any other member of a combiner team that gets as much of the limelight as Swindle does. I'm not complaining about it, it's just true. But I'm stoked to see that in like, dear God, 3 or so years, we will finally be getting a Legacy Bruticus. It's interesting that they're making Micronus a deluxe. If anyone was going to be a headmaster, it should have been him. And lastly, there's the last of the deluxe Insecticons yet to be revealed, who hilariously enough are getting made into deluxes right now. Venom. Honestly, from what I've seen of the other two, aside from Ransack, these are better than the original Legacy Insecticons because they have more advanced transformations. So maybe this will be the best way to get, the kickback mold, I'm assuming? But yeah, that's the leaked listings we got, and there are also a bunch of recently leaked or revealed toys that we have pictures of, but I think I'll save those for next time. I gotta hurry up and finish this video, so that way you guys aren't all left lonely on Sunday without my annoying voice filling your airwaves. I think that for once, 90% of the stuff that I read, I'm either excited for or at the very worst ambivalent towards. The primes are whatever, except for Alchemist, and Flatline better not be a retool of Red Alert. I will be so pissed. But the only thing I'm not okay with is 86 Megatron being a tank. If it's an 86 figure, then it should be as he was in the 86 movie. And if you aren't doing that, then just put it in a different line and never have an 86 Megatron come out. There's nothing actually stopping you just thinking it's a good idea to not do it, despite the fact that any kid who would get one would already have a toy gun, as toy guns are already everywhere. And this thing wouldn't even really be meant for kids anyways. It's meant for people who've actually seen the 86 movie, who the vast majority of are well over the age of 18. Anyways, that's enough ranting about that. That's not half of what I have to say, but it's enough of what I have to say. And I know, you know, what everyone else tells you to do at the end of these videos. So, if you liked what you saw here, please do that. And if you'd like to take it a step further, then please share this video with any friend you think may be interested. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me waste your time.